So again, it's just your name, how many base jumps you have, and then why you base jump.
My name's Sean Chuma.
My name is Drew Britton.
My name is Salvador Chang.
My name is Connor Lund.
Okay, are we recording live?
We are live.
We're live. All right, my name is Juan Masonis.
Hey, my name's Connor Waters.
So I'm Ramon.
Alright, so my name's Braden Butler.
Oh, my name is Tom LaPlante. My name is Jacob.
All right, I'm Jeremy Dager. I'm from Indianapolis.
My name is Brandon Oberlin.
My name is Sean.
Well, my name is Jim McGovern.
What's up? My name is Erica.
All right, so my name is Brian.
I have 35 base jumps.
I have 7,833 base jumps.
I probably have around 70 to 75 base jumps now. I'm still a baby bird.
I don't log my base jumps, so I have around like 150, 200.
Number of base jumps, we're looking at like just a little over 200 right now.
It's my first trip to the bridge, so I have 20 base jumps right now. Trying to get my span license and hit 25 this trip.
I have over about 160, 170 base jumps.
I'm at 308 base jumps. I've been jumping for almost 3 years now.
So I got 121 base jumps. I have 5 base jumps.
And I've got 26 base jumps.
I've been base jumping since 2016. I have 130 base jumps.
I have 386 base jumps.
I've been jumping for 30 years. I really don't know how many jumps I have because I never kept a logbook.
I have 160-ish base jumps, roughly.
I've got somewhere north of 300 base jumps. I don't really log.
Why I base jump? I base jump because I big wall climbed in Yosemite and I got buzzed too many times and thought it was badass, and I got to the top and just didn't want to hike my gear down anymore, so thought I'd pick it up. You're climbing and then you just hear and you think it's a rock fall and you pucker up, suck into the wall, and then someone in a wingsuit or slick just freaking zips right past you, and it looked pretty badass.
And then ever since then, you're like, I gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
Gotcha, dude. Thank you.
And why do I base jump? I think because it just makes you feel super alive. I haven't found anything else in my life that makes me feel as alive as base jumping. And I think as long as it keeps on doing that for me, I'll keep on sending it. And when it stops doing that for me, then I'll quit.
It's like a plan.
That's it.
Sweet, thank you, man.
And then, the reason I base jump is that I've been like climbing shit since I was a little kid and falling off it, so I figured I'd do it with some style now. Hey.
That is solid. Thank you so much.
And the reason why I do base jump, it's like the most you can get out of the freedom, so you can feel free and you feel that you're doing something unique.
Yep.
That just a few people on the planet have experienced that. So yeah.
There you go. Yeah, buddy.
You crushed that.
Yeah.
And I base jump because I always kind of knew I would be a base jumper growing up. I always had a passion for it as a kid, so.
That's why you're out here.
Yep, that's why I'm out here. And it's fun as heck.
Turning dreams into reality.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, thanks, bud.
Thanks.
And base jump because I like the challenge of different exits and the camaraderie. The people that are around the sport are amazing. Yeah.
And the reason why I base jump is because I've always dreamt of flying, and so I'm making that dream come true.
Dreams to reality, baby.
Hell yeah.
And the reason I got into base jumping, skydive instructor, and it was next level, and I'm telling you, nothing makes you feel more alive than jumping off of objects. It's amazing.
Okay, sweet. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man.
The reason why I do it is because it helps me appreciate life. It's exciting, it's invigorating, and it puts me in contact with some of the greatest people and greatest adventures.
I like that. Solid answer.
And what was the last question?
Why are you base jumping?
Right. Feeling of freedom. Being able to just let go and be in the moment more than you ever can be.
Okay. Solid. Love it. Thank you, brother. Yeah, no, it was easy as that. Easy.
And I got into base jumping. It was kind of progressive. I started out hang gliding and then flying ultralights, skydiving, and it just kind of happened. I heard about base jumping and I got into it. But back then it was all new. Most people didn't even know what base was.
Yes.
In fact, I made my first base jump using skydiving gear.
Okay.
That's how new the sport was.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've had some pretty exciting jumps. I jumped at Angel Falls in Venezuela. Got invited to a lot of the Go Fast games, like the Royal Gorge. It was all fun. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping I can keep doing it for a little longer. I'm 67 years old.
Congratulations.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Why base jump? Well, it's the second lease of life for me. I had some medical issues, so this is kind of me living every day to its fullest.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Solid, thank you.
Not a problem, man.
Real why I base jump. So the idea of going to school, getting your degree, getting married, spit out a couple kids is just death to me. Like that is not me. So I got into skydiving, then I got into base jumping, then I got into paragliding, and just that moment when you just feel alive, every nerve in your body is tingling. It is the most exhilarating experience, and you don't get that anywhere else. So that's pretty much why I do it.
Love it. Solid answer, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I love base jumping because it gives me a sense of freedom, and I've always wanted to just be able to fly. So I feel like a little superhero when I do it. And yeah, it's just real fun to be up there. It's just like an awesome sense of freedom. And yeah, I mean, can't get enough of it.
Yeah, brother. Thank you. And the reason I base jump has changed throughout this year that I've been base jumping. Originally it was for the stoke. It's like I saw a video online. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. But as I've gotten into base jumping and as I progressed, I feel like my reasons have changed. And again, I feel like why I base jump now is probably because I'm in so deep. Like I've started this whole journey. Obviously you guys have been part of it, like witnessing somebody go from not a skydiver to a base jumper to eventually a wingsuit base jumper. It's like, man, I'm in so deep. I've already committed myself. Like this was my goal. This was the big goal that I had 2 or 3 years ago, and now I just want to see it to completion. I mean, trust me, I'm still stoked on it. Like I still love the journey. I love the process, but I feel like once you're committed to something, if you truly want it, like you can have it. So I'm just gonna complete this, finish it, take it all the way to the end. I'm not really big on starting things and not finishing them. So that's why I continue to base jump. Plus it's rad, and the friends and the camaraderie, like all the homies it's good times, good people, good conversations. It's sick.
All right.
And why do I base jump? So I feel like I'm a pretty cynical person. I don't really have like a belief system per se, like in a higher power. So I know it's getting almost like kind of morbid, but like I just feel kind of like that's it. Once you're done, you're done. And considering all that, I just have a lot of questions like about like why are we here? And in addition to that, and kind of in conjunction with base jumping, it just really helps me to kind of like seek out what's out there. And I think base jumping is one of those things that's just, it's a hard thing for people to understand and grasp in addition to myself. And I think part of the fun in trying to understand base jumping is just getting involved with it. And I wouldn't say it gives me purpose or a reason as to the questions I have about like why are we here, why do we do this, but it just makes it feel like a little bit more like life is worth living. It just makes things more exciting. And days like today, of course, like when you jump, it's like, oh, this is why I base jump. But truthfully, it's like those days in February when it's just cold and you're sitting around, and even those days of solitude can be nice. It's still like those are the days where I find myself questioning, just like, or the repetitive days where just like, why are we doing this? So base jumping, I feel, helps kind of diminish that concern. And also, and this is a very, very small portion of it, but there is a small fraction of me that, gets a charge out of doing something that not a lot of people do. Not that I think I'm cooler than them or I think I'm better than them. It's just, I'm a filmmaker by trade as well, and just everybody is always like making stuff and is pushing content. So it's really cool to be a part of something that not a lot of people do, because I'm so involved in something that, especially nowadays, that everybody does. So I think that's a small part of it as well.
Sick. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.